I think it's important that Britain shows a leadership role when it comes to Ukraine, as we have really since the beginning, or at least since the full-scale invasion in 2022. But obviously, it's just putting down a marker because we're nowhere near the stage where any form of stabilization force or peacekeeping troops are going to be required in Ukraine. Nonetheless, if and when that happens, it's right that Britain should be involved, not necessarily in the leading role, but certainly making a significant contribution to any international force which helps to sustain and patrol an acceptable peace agreement for Ukraine.
At stake is not just the future of Ukraine, it is an existential question for Europe as a whole, and therefore vital for Britain's national interest.
It would be wrong to conceive of this as a purely sort of European operation, not least because I don't think the Russians would accept such an operation. The key underlying concept here is that any agreement needs to be very clear on a sustainable sovereignty and freedom of policy choice for Ukraine going forward and credible security guarantees. Now, how those credible security guarantees are measured or enforced, we have to see. I mean, my advice would be to focus on the key asks that Britain has, demonstrating that we can help America achieve what he wants them to achieve, that we are part of the solution, we're not part of the problem. We have a big advantage, I guess, over the European Union or most European countries in that we don't have a huge trade surplus with the United States. So it's not as though the UK will be a natural target for tariffs by this administration. Keir Starmer will be setting out to Trump what he, and by extension some of the continental Europeans, believe are the minimum requirements for a sustainable peace, and to give him their view of President Trump, how he's likely to react, and why this outcome of the Ukraine conflict is just as important for America as it is for Europe.
I understand that you had a phone call with Keir Starmer yesterday.
I did. I just signed a letter to him. He asked for a meeting, and I agreed to the meeting. We're going to have a friendly meeting. Very good. We have a lot of good things going on. But he asked to come and see me, and I just accepted his asking.
Because I don't think necessarily everyone in Washington, who are very focused on China and the threat from China, the competition with China, appreciates that the outcome of Ukraine is important for American security and prosperity, just as it is for European, not least because China will be drawing lessons from how this conflict ends.